Look at that. Kansas City, Missouri. Drip, drip. A lot of rain in the fall, that's for sure. Welcome back to American Sunrise. I'm Dr. Gina. Thank you for joining us. It is time now for today's health news. It's sponsored by the Wellness Company. And under the microscope today, some risks of marathon running. Okay, our Rav Chat Gen moderator is going to get so mad at me for this. I'm going to put a disclaimer at the front of this. But here's the data. I just want to give you the truth, the data, the research, an early study showing that long-distance running has been tied to higher risks of colon cancer. Researchers took a look at 100 people between the ages of 35 and 50 years old who had never had a colonoscopy and completed at least 5 marathons or 2 ultramarathons. The results showed that 15% of them had advanced precancerous growths, and 41% reportedly had at least 1 adenoma. This is disturbing. Also disturbing on this is, the fact that my friends who are runners have knee replacements, hip replacements, and I'm always surprised by it. And I do love to run, by the way, but I don't do a lot of it because of the research that keeps coming out on it. At least not in that intensive running. New administration in Washington D.C. brought a lot of positive changes when it comes to fixing our broken healthcare system. The reality, though, there's only so much government can do, and that if we really want to make America healthy again, it starts at home with each and every one of us, and that's where the Wellness Company comes in. You see and hear from their doctors all the time on this network. You're about to again. And you know that their products are the gold standard for keeping yourself and your family safe and healthy. The Wellness Company gives you the opportunity to be sure you're prepared for whatever comes your way with a series of prescription medical kits. These kits contain an assortment of life-saving medications and guidebooks that will assist you in the proper use of the medicines in the kits. Additionally, the Wellness Company offers a variety of products from parasite cleanses to methylene blue to weight loss and so much more. These can help you live a healthy and longer and more satisfying life. Make America Healthy Again starts at home. Do your part, protect the health of yourself and your family. Go to twc.health/RAV today. Give it an order. That's twc.health/RAV. Use the promo code RAV. That'll save you 10%. All right, for more on the health of America, I want to bring in Chief Scientific Officer over at the Wellness Company, Dr. Peter McCullough. Dr. McCullough, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
All right, want to get to this. Last week was a busy week when it comes to the future of our healthcare. First, President Trump released a statement on Truth Social that called for releasing all of the data regarding the safety and efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccines. This possible first step toward removing these vaccines from the market, or at least testing them, as Secretary Kennedy has repeatedly called for, because it's never been done, which is hard to believe, Dr. McCullough, but your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think Trump should not look to the drug companies for data. He should be debriefed by Senator Ron Johnson, who's held a series of hearings. There's one today in Washington, another one on vaccines and chronic disease, as well as Marjorie Taylor Greene on the House side. She's also held hearings on safety issues with the COVID-19 vaccine. So we should follow the standard House and Senate processes, debrief with President Trump so we can fully understand what's going on with these vaccines. And the drug companies should fully disclose their safety dossiers. And we're talking Pfizer, Moderna, Janssen, and Novavax. Pfizer and Moderna had to be forced under a court order. They tried to delay the release of their documents for 55 years. That should tell you something.
Yeah. And then there's the remarkable Truth Social post that President Trump put up yesterday discussing the poison thimerosal that's in so many things. My husband had actually put together a commission on that in Missouri going back and paid dearly when the AMA came after both of us and our family just for his commission. There were fireworks also on the Hill last week, though, as HHS Secretary Bobby Kennedy came before the Senate Finance Committee to defund his tenure at HHS. Repeated criticism from Democrats seemed to be that by not recommending a vaccine, RFK is somehow banning a vaccine. That's not the case, but that is certainly the explanation of those on the Hill who oppose him. There's so much money, though, behind getting Bobby Kennedy gone because he is so effective. And this money has not only gone to Democrats, it's gone to Republicans. This is not a partisan issue, is it?
No, it's not. The senators were unhinged. The vaccine promoting senators. Remember, vaccines are about $100 billion industry, huge lobby influence in Washington. Kennedy is not proposing taking away anyone's vaccine. So vaccines are fully available to people. And remember, the recommendations are exactly that, just recommendations. Florida Surgeon General Joe Ladapo is simply saying to remove all school, university, and employment mandates. 88 countries, according to Dr. Drew at the Wellness Company, 88 countries have no mandates for vaccines whatsoever. They're just like any other medical intervention.
Yeah, well, and it should be that way. And the advertising needs to be confronted as well, because the advertising does a lot of swaying, and we're one of the only countries in the entire world that allows that malarkey. But anyway, for individuals who are worried, doctor, about the long-term effect of the COVID vaccine, particularly the impact of spike proteins in the body, I have some wonderful products from the Wellness Company sitting right here in front of me. I take one every day when I get here to the show because it sits right in front of me, and I'm like, well, that must be for me. The Ultimate Spike Detox. What else do we need from the Wellness Company?
Wellness Company has a long COVID bundle for people suffering from long COVID or the vaccine. So it includes the Ultimate Spike Detox, the dose, by the way, 2 capsules, and then Mind Lift for brain fog, elevated energy for post-exertional malaise, and heart support for those because the heart is so commonly impacted by the COVID-19 vaccine. So you can manage this yourself. I recommend people get a blood test to see where they are with the spike protein. Get the antibody test of the spike protein. You go to Labcorp, go to Labs on Demand, click infectious diseases, and then COVID antibody test. The test costs $69. Order it yourself. Go to Labcorp and get it. If you're less than 1,000 on this test, you're free and clear. Over 5,000, we really start to worry about spike in the bloodstream. And I start to see myocarditis, blood clots at 10,000, 15,000 and above.
Dr. McCullough, I'm hoping that you will, I know you post a lot of clips from this show. I'm hoping you will post that particular part because there were a lot of steps there and I want to follow them and I want to go there and get that. Also, I want to say that a lot of the products that you recommend are usable for other conditions as well, like the mind fog, you can use for just even if you don't have a spike protein issue. The great products at the Wellness Company. We're so thankful. We're thankful you have them. We're thankful we can talk about them finally. Dr. Peter McCullough from the Wellness Company, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Coming up, Howard Stern pulled a fast one on his audience and said he was done with Sirius XM. What could the fallout be? We'll take a look. And before we go to break, a quick programming note from Rav. Be sure to tune into our special on the 24th anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks at Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Here's a little preview of that.
September 11th, 2001. A day that changed America forever. Nearly a quarter century later, the memories remain vivid and the loss still felt deeply. Real America's Voice presents a powerful special, 9/11. 24 years later, America still mourns. Join David Zier, host of Breaking Point, for 2 exclusive conversations. First with Richard Rotans, who led New York's emergency response during those dark hours. And then a candid interview with former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, reflecting on leadership, courage, and the enduring impact of that tragic day. 2 voices, one nation still healing, and a reminder we must never forget. Don't miss 9/11. 24 years later, America still mourns. Only on Real America's Voice.